like to share a revelation that I have had during my time here. It came to me when I tried to classify your species, and I realized that you are not actually mammals. You see, every mammal instinctively develops a natural equilibrium with the surrounding environment. But you humans do not. You move to an area and you multiply and multiply until you consume every natural resource. The only way you can survive now is to spread to another area. There is another organism that follows the same pattern. Do you know what it is? A virus. The matrix resolves and with it goes the agent Smith. A virus? What rubbish! We, the Homo sapiens, are the most sophisticated, most intelligent species that ever walked the earth. Suddenly, the scene shifts. Everything goes black, blacker than the night sky. Cold wind hit me from behind. Who's there? Show yourself. Just as these words left the tip of my tongue, I could sense 5 shadows drawing closer. They settled themselves at a safe distance from me. While my brain was struggling to cope up with such bizarre turn of events, the first shadow approached me hesitantly. The shadow was of the murkiest water. He started rummaging through the insides of his torn and tattered coat and gently put forward a pale fish. She must have been the most beautiful fish in her younger years, but now she looked greasy. Her scales were withering away. She gurgled. Water? Did anyone say water? I'm done with this chemical soup of oil, industrial waste, and human excreta. They say it's because of this new virus. If only I could taste this cold glacial water before this all ends. Saying this, the first shadow of water retreated. When the water's ripples faded, a tainted, contaminated shadow came to life. It took me a while to realize the shadow was of air. She said in an assuring tone, "Oh dear, don't be surprised. I know it is very difficult to recognize me. The oxides and dioxides have wrapped around my body like the second skin. I confess, I had help from trees. But even their efforts were marred when this new virus crippled them and destroyed their families. All this for pointless paper and futile furniture? If only this feather-headed virus could understand." Saying this, the shadow of air zooshed away, leaving the third shadow flickering in her wake. The shadow was of sun. It had the most sorrowful face. Grief-stricken sun said, "Planet Earth had been my most favorite kid. Do you know why? Because it was uniquely covered in an ozone layer to protect it from any harm. But now that layer is thinning down. They say it's because of this new virus. If only this protective layer could be restored." At that moment, I heard a squeak. When I moved closer to the source, I saw the most frail, feeble, and fragile bird. She spoke in a broken voice. "I am the last of my clan. I had to see you. We survived millions of years, but we could not survive this new virus. I saw all my family die with my own very eyes. If only I could go back in time." Saying this, the bird breathed her last. Just then, the earth shook. Apparently, it was for the every step the last shadow took. I knew the shadow was of land, but I gasped when it came closer. Oil-stained bandages plastered his forehead, cuts and bruises decorated his face. Tar, garbage, and other gunk hung from his rickety structure. All he could manage to say, they say it's because of this new virus. If only. I didn't realize when the tears welled up and fell from my eyes. There was a pause of profound stillness. It was broken when they all said in chorus, "We are dying, help us!" I could not take it anymore. I woke up with a jolt. The sparks in my brain were trying desperately hard to connect all the dots. Was it a dream? Or an awakening? The five elements to sustain our life, water, air, sun, sky, and land, were imploring me to not turn away from their plights. Have we failed them? Have we failed us? Are we really replicating and eating our host planet Earth? Are we, the most sophisticated, most intelligent species, really a virus? Who wants?